Hi guys, it's me again, Nature. So I'm here because I had a subscriber request my regimen for my daily routine, you know, my daily moisturizing routine. So that's what this video is all about. I had twisted my hair on both sides. I've already taken loose these twists on this side. And now I'm going to continue to take away these. I had them in for at least 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'll say 2 weeks. You can see the new growth here. And also, I don't like leaving them in too long because this is what happens. You get these knots forming because I actually moisturize my hair and I brush it. So when I'm moisturizing and brushing it, these little knots are coming into my hair. So I have to like take my time and take these knots loose and try not to lose a lot of my hair. But you will have some dead hair. So don't think that you won't. You will have some shedding of hair. Okay, and as I just pick this loose with my fingers, you know, you can unravel it without like just cutting the knot out of your hair. Some people would just rather just cut it out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep messing around with it until I narrow it down to one tiny little knot and see if I can just only have to cut like maybe one strand out. Okay, guys, I'll be back once I'm all these twists are loose. All right. Okay, guys, so I got it all the way down to the knot being this small. So I'm only gonna cut that little piece out. Okay, guys? All right, and then the rest of it, you can still finger detangle. And if not, you keep doing what I did by pulling the strings loose at the end, and then see if you can make it the tiniest knot that you have to do to cut, okay? See how I'm trying so hard to get all the hair out? Sometimes you're successful and sometimes you're not. I'm trying to get all the hair out that I could. Anyway, it's not easy when you have to finger detangle your hair from a knot. It's not easy sometimes. Because sometimes the hair just doesn't cooperate and you just have to cut that knot out of it. But again, that happens when you leave your twist in for a long time like I did. And then I'm always brushing my roots to try to get stimulation, you know. So it causes knots to form. All right. I got as much out as I could. Okay, guys, and I'm going to continue to take these braids out. Okay, guys, I decided to turn the camera back on while I do this last twist from the front, so at least you can see that I'm using my fingers to take this loose. It could be challenging. That's probably why a lot of us 4C natural hair girls don't manipulate our hair too often because it takes a lot of time and patience. You see, I had little flat twists in the front and plaits on the second row of the hair around the perimeter. So while I'm detangling this hair, I had wanted to make sure you guys know that I'm gonna finger detangle it once I take the twist out. I'm not gonna use the comb yet. And when I first started, I did moisturize my hair with a little conditioner because you're not supposed to start messing around in your hair when it's bone dry. You have to moisturize it a little because it's dry. You know, you don't want your hair to be popping all over the place. So I had flat ironed my hair, which I don't hardly do. I did that 2 weeks ago. And then I twisted it. But of course, spraying it with water and moisturizing every day, it did go back to its natural state and texture, which is challenging here. So I'm just trying to detangle from the roots. I'm sorry, not from the roots. We always detangle the bottom first, but I'm down at the roots right now trying to make sure that it's not matted. You know what I'm saying? Because your hair can mat up on the roots. And if you're not planning on having dreads, you better make sure you detangle it. Because if you don't detangle it, it will become matted and it will become dread-like. Okay? So if you don't want dreads, detangle that hair. All right, so mine is a bit drier than I want it to be on the roots So I'm not going to mess around down there too much until I spray some water and conditioner on it, okay? So after I detangle each section, like I try to do quarters, try to twist my hand quarters. So once I detangle all the quarters, I just pin them up, okay? Don't laugh at my edges. And then I get to the next quarter. So I try to make, like I said, quarters. And then with each quarter, I try to do a row of 2, whether it's twist or flat twist. And in the back, I do quarters, but I try to do 3 twists on each side. That side is done already. So once I get all these twists out, I am going to get my spray bottle here. And I'm going to spray. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to spray with regular water. I'm going to go downstairs and get my aloe vera water. Okay, I keep it in the fridge. So I'm going to spray my hair with the aloe vera water. After I spray it with the aloe vera water, I am going to get my CHEBE powder. I think that's what they call it. My daughter told me about that. So I'm going to get my CHEBE powder and mix it with some conditioner. And I'm going to put that in my hair. But my regular routine would be the water, some leave-in conditioner, and my homemade creams that I make. And I would moisturize my hair with those 3 things in that order and twist my hair back the way it is now in these same styles. And if I'm in a rush, I would do just 4 plaits on in each quarter. 4 plaits. Okay, guys? So once you see that this part is detangled enough where you can get some moisturizer in there and water, then you leave it alone and go to the next one. This video might be longer than what you usually check out of mine, because I don't usually keep the camera running while I'm doing this. I usually just come back after my twists are out. But some people want to actually see how I'm detangling this hair when it's in its horrible, tangly, matted state. Okay, I suggest that you not leave your hair like this unless you're not going to brush it, you know, for this long a period of time. So if you want to leave it in for 3 weeks, right, you spray it with the water, you moisturize it with some kind of cream conditioner, leave-in cream conditioner, and some oil or something with oil base, like the body butters, not body butters, but mine's is body butter and hair butter. It's good for both. You put that in your hair to keep it with a sheen and with elasticity, because just the water is not going to do it by itself. And then you just leave the hair alone. But me, I've been brushing the roots, trying to stimulate the roots, but that's been causing a lot of tangling when I take the braid out. So don't do that. I'm learning my lesson. I'm reverse twisting the ends. That's what I'm doing here. But again, like I said, when you're brushing it while it's braided, you're just adding dead hair to the braid at the top, and that's not good. So moisturize your hair under your units and condition it, and don't brush it. All right, because I'm going to show you here when you brush it. Look at the hair, how I brushed it and it all gathered up and stayed right there. So that's not good. Don't do that. I'm learning as I go. Okay, I'm learning as I go. So the things that I'm learning, I'm telling you guys. All right, and I know some people are going to fast forward because they don't need to see all of this, but the ones who need to see it, stay tuned. All right, so this is it for the detangling of the braids and the twists, okay? All right, so now once that's detangled, okay, you again section off. So you section this part off, and you're going to get some sheddings. Don't be afraid. See, you're going to get some shedding. And you're going to do your hair in quarters. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go get the CHEBE powder because I never did this before. On camera, that is. I'm going to get the CHEBE powder and show you how I'm using it. Okay, so I already have my CHEBE powder mixed from last time. So it's a African powder mixed with my conditioner. So you mix it with your favorite conditioner. Okay, I'm not promoting these people, so I can't show you the label, but any of your favorite leave-in conditioner. I pump some of that in here. Okay. All right, it's already mixed, but I'm adding some more conditioner to it because there's not that much in here. And it's not really moving around like I want it to with this part of the comb, so I'll wipe that in there. I'll use the tip of the comb. Yep, this is better. So I got the CHEBE powder mixed with my favorite conditioner. And as I part and twist my hair, I'll add some of the CHEBE powder to the twist. And you're only supposed to leave this in for about a week, I think they said. And then wash it out. So God be with me, because I usually leave my hair for more than 2 weeks. And so since, you know what, I'm using that CHEBE powder, I'm not going to use the aloe vera. I'm going to use regular water. Because the CHEBE powder and the conditioner is enough already. I use aloe vera as a conditioner, but this is a conditioner already, so I'm not going to do it. All right, so I got it moisturized, right, guys? Got it moisturized. I'm going to take a pick. Any pick you want to use. I got lots of picks. You can use whatever one you want. So I think I'm going to use this on the ends first, right? Because it's moisturized. If you feel tangles, try to get them out before you comb through. Try to get the tangles out. All right. All right. I try to like really pamper my hair and not try to run through it with the comb so harshly. All right. So that's 1/4 detangled. All right, I hate when I lose hair. I just hate it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna part this. I'm gonna make the twist bigger than I did before because I don't want to waste too much time in here. And actually, I'm not gonna repart it either. That just takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna cut this in half like this. I just pick doing the right thing. All right, and I'm gonna put this here. All right, I'm always gonna keep my scalp oiled. So I got my mixture here. Same bottle I've been using since I started. I just keep refilling it. So I like my parts oiled. All right, and then I'm gonna put some of the CHEBE powder on it. I know it looks yucky. They do not want you putting this on your scalp, baby. Only on your hair. And I'm not going to use this fine tooth comb. I'm just going to use it to apply it. I know it looks icky, but this is what we're supposed to be doing. I'll comb through it with the pick. All right. Just make sure you got it on the ends too. All right. Okay, it should be through and through. I'm combing mine through to make sure it's getting in the other parts of the hair. Okay, and then I'm going to start doing my routine, which is start off as a braid so that it could be nice and neat and flat under my unit. And then as I get down a little bit, I start using this as a Senegalese twist. I split that in half, make 2, and I start my Senegalese twist. And that's what I'm going to do with all the rest of my hair When I'm done, I'll come back and show you what I do from that point on. Okay? But for now, we want to make sure that CHEBE powder and that conditioner is mixed all the way through to the ends of your hair. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the mirror instead of looking at you guys. All right? Once that one is done, if it has like a little rat tail on it, and you should keep some paper towels close by or a regular towel. This way you can clean your hands a little because your hands are going to get messy. And if you see, like I said, a little tail on the end, I do not like any kind of tails hanging on the ends of my braids. So I clip that off. Okay? Don't clip too much because you won't be able to see the growth of your hair when your hair starts growing. All right, guys, I'll be back when that part is done and tell you what to do next. And again, guys, needless to say, this can be a messy job. I wanted to come back and let you see how far I got. And guess what else? I dropped the comb on the floor after I just dipped it into the CHEBE powder, so you guys already know. I was like, oh goodness, come on. How messy is this? Guys, if you have anything on your counters, you make sure you move them before you do this regimen. Because I have my Bible here and I'm ready to move that thing out of the way because I do not want any of this stuff splashing on my Bible. So I'm trying to take it easy before it gets on my Bible. And FYI, you want to make sure that this is going through and through all your strands, okay? You want to make sure that you could actually hear the moisture in the hair when you're combing it and when you're twisting it together. And you want to be able to visually see it too. I know it looks messy, yeah, seeping through the hair strands, but that's just letting you know that it is moisturized through and through. And that's what you want. You don't want some of your strands dry and not getting any of this conditioner. You want every strand to be moisturized and covered with mud. When you get to the ends, you make sure there's mud on there. They say CHEBE powder, but it turns into a mud, okay? And I've seen those videos of the Africans putting the mud in their hair. And I don't know if it was the CHEBE powder. They called it mud, so I don't know. But it certainly looks like this. There's not much of a tail on here. It's a tiny, tiny piece. Okay. And again, keep you some paper towels close by. I'm dropping all my earrings. And clean your brush as you go along. I'm sorry, your pick. Get that dead hair out of there. Okay. And you just keep going. Okay, guys, this is the last one. I got it sprayed with water, detangling. You see that shedded hair on the bottom still. Okay, I'm going to put some of this on with my hands so that I could actually feel that it's going through my strands and some on the ends. Again, guys, this is a messy routine. I'm telling you right now. It's messy, but the rewards are clean, cut, and dry. Your hair will grow. Okay? I'm not sure if this is my third time using this. I'm not sure. But I know when I did my first video, the back of my hair was like 3 times shorter than what it is now. I think my twist on the back of my hair stopped like right there. Now look, it's, well, I could say double. It's double the length that it was before. And I'm just combing so that I can make sure my cream is all the way through. And if you have too much at the top when you're twisting, just pull it and pull some of that cream down, some of that mud down, okay? To get on the rest of your hair. And again, keep a towel, keep paper towel, something close by to be able to clean it off your hands if it builds up too much. Okay, guys? I should have probably had some gloves on, but I don't have manicures and nice pretty nails and stuff. So I don't have to worry about getting messed up. And just a tiny little bit that I see on the tip, I just like to cut that off. I just like to know that the tips of my hair are not stringy. All right, guys, that is it. My hair is moisturized. It is filled with mud. This is what it looks like in the back. I know my parts are probably crazy, but this is what I do. I do my 3 on each side. All right. I did 2 on this side and 2 on this side today instead of 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom because I do not feel like it. So I'm going to clean up this mess and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I am finished that routine. I'm not sure how long that took. I believe it was every bit of an hour. All right, so just don't forget, spray your hair with water first, oil your scalp with your favorite oil, and put whatever conditioner you want on it. Leave-in conditioner and some kind of oil base to lock in that conditioner. Okay, so I use CHEBE powder with my favorite conditioner, so that's how I locked in my moisture. So this is what it looks like. I did a tiny bit of baby hairs, whatever I have left. Come on, guys, I'm 61 years old. I don't have any more baby in me, okay? So this is what it looks like on the sides. And again, I showed you the back. All right, this will stay moist for most of the day. So what I do is I put my scarves on. Let me see, they're all in the washer to get washed. I got so many scarves. I think I got like 5 of them in there. And I got to take these out here and get these in the wash too. So I try to keep a lot of scarves. I'm going to go shopping today to the beauty supply store and get some expensive satin scarves. You know why? Because the cheap satin scarves, they start unraveling and stuff at the end. So you try to get some good ones. You pay, instead of paying $2 and $3.99, you could pay $10 for a good scarf to put on your head. Make sure it's satin. Okay? So what I'm doing here is laying this down flat. I'm leaving these hanging out so that they can dry quicker. Because I get a head cold every time I wash my hair because I leave it wet and I go outside. So I'm going to try and get it dry before I go out today. Guys, I love you and I thank you for watching. And hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. Even if you don't like it, just hit the thumbs up video. Just hit the thumbs up, okay? And subscribe to the channel so you can be aware of any other videos that I put up for hair. Makeup, I'm not so good at. I just do what I want to do with my makeup. But I do know how to take care of my hair. Okay, guys? Love you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to pray. Bye.